Keeping your team safe is always a top priority, but construction safety procedures are often messy, disjointed, and incomplete. Introducing eMod, the construction safety platform. Built by construction veterans, eMod better protects your team before danger comes their way and elevates safety where it matters most, the field. Here's how it works. When new workers join the team, make sure they understand your company's expectations, requirements, and procedures with our customizable online safety orientations. Out in the field, our pre-task planner makes it easy to plan and assign work based on current field conditions and coordination with other trades. With mobile access to your team's training certifications, you'll always assign qualified people to the right tasks and be able to submit and approve pre-task plans from anywhere. Throughout the day, eMod's safety audit allows anyone to identify hazards and quickly notify the right person, preventing accidents before they happen. Even when you're not on the job site, our web dashboard helps you keep tabs on safety and performance with real-time safety metrics, ensuring transparency across all jobs. Construction safety shouldn't just be a binder, a checklist, or an afterthought. Revolutionize your commitment to safety with eMod. Built for the field, by the field.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? Thank you for tuning in to yet another Fireside Chat, and it's right before the holidays, too. So, we already got people in the chat. Look at that, Mr. Nathan Bennett. I'm back, just saving lives. Good to see you. Very, very much so have missed your videos there, sir. So definitely looking forward to you jumping back on and making that good content. But as you've seen, that was a little video from our sponsors over at eMod and this live stream, and where we're streaming at all across the platforms is powered by eMod. So it's a great platform if you're trying to get better organized on your construction site, if you're trying to streamline your process and get some of that outdated day-to-day stuff out of there and everything online, digital. Everybody can see it from superintendent to PM to safety pro. I suggest you go over to emodsafety.com. Go check them out. Go ask for a trial. They'll come, they'll get you all set up, and just let them know that Pedro sent you. Pedro from the X Factor Safety sent you over. So, but yeah, how's everybody doing this evening? I know it's a little later than what we normally do on Tuesdays. I usually start at 7, but had some things to get done on site. Had to get some things done here in the hotel room, get set up again, and so. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? I surely am ready for the time off. I'm definitely ready to be home with the family and be home with the kids and just relax, take my mind off of work and be able to enjoy the festivities at home, smell the good pumpkin pies and pecan pies. And good evening, Jesus. What's going on, my man? Good to see you. And those that are just joining us and new to the show, we are here. We are streaming across all the platforms, social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, or Periscope and Twitch. We're also live streaming straight to the radio station, as well as everything Safety FM, safetyfm.com, safetyfm.live, and the Safety FM app. So definitely, we're out there. We're putting this out there for you guys. Some things to talk about the X Factor Safety, so you guys are up to date on what's going on here. Come next week, we got a little happy hour. I know a lot of y'all seen the promo that went out today. The X Factor and Sepher LLC will be joining up and having a little happy hour on Thursday. So hopefully you tune in and come by, and even if you don't drink, just come by. It's going to be one of the places where you can just relax and chill and, let everything go, decompress and be yourself. Take those stresses. Maybe you had a stressful week, and you need a little decompression. Come on through. we accept and we want everybody to come. Mr. Becker, great to see you again. Jesus, cheers. Not only that, tomorrow, if you get a chance, I know a lot of people are not working tomorrow, so you're getting ready for Thanksgiving, which is on Thursday. So if you end up checking out the new episode, it's a musical episode that drops tomorrow over on the podcast. It's our holiday music edition. So check that out. Mr. Bennett, cigars? Yeah, you can bring a cigar. That's fine. I definitely don't mind. I quit smoking after the, I don't like bringing it up, but the heart attack, I quit smoking. But yeah, you can bring a cigar. You can bring, a little flask of whiskey. You can bring a bottle of wine, whatever you're into. Flavored water, sparkling water, whatever it is. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be able to, again, it's going to be one of those just to vent, just one of those areas that you're able to vent and just relax and have a good time. So, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you traveling this holiday season? Are you flying anywhere? That's one of the big things that's out there in the news and going on. And people are, debating, should they go visit their family? Should they stay in and in a sense, quarantine during the holidays? I know we are definitely staying in and keeping it very, very small. We might have a family member come to the house, maybe. Jesus said, good to see you guys, Josh Becker and Nathan Bennett. Mr. Nathan said, you're staying home. Okay, Mr. Nate. That's good. And I know I talked about this last Fireside Chat last week, but again, doing this live stream, if you have the capability to do it, if you have, family that wants to do it, hey, why not? Why not try to maybe get a stream going, a live stream going of your holiday? Maybe get a Zoom virtual. That might be one of those things where you end up, setting up a couple different cameras. And I had talked about kind of forward thinking, but just setting up a couple cameras, screencasting it over to the TV so that way you can see everybody, bigger. And then they get to see you and see what you're doing, carving the turkey, cooking the pies, putting everything in there. And you still get to mingle with your family, but from a distance and being safe. I know it's not typical, it's not normal, but it's keeping them and you safe this holiday season. Rizzo, what's going on, my man? No travel for us. Looking forward to the time off and the rest and relaxation. R&R. Good. So Jesus said the same thing, staying home, just the wife and 2 kids. Yeah, definitely. I know exactly. Third that, home with the kids. Hey. And again, it's one of those things, and you believe what you want, what you believe in, and if you, I would say, in my personal opinion, if you don't have to be around a whole lot of people this holiday season, stay home. Please stay home. For your own safety and benefit, as well as if you have little ones, their safety and their benefit. So please, make smart decisions, make smart choices this holiday season. And I know it's something that's out of normalcy that we're used to. It's out of something that, we're not accustomed to. 2020 has taught us, how to adapt, how to, change and pivot and, refocus. Holidays, especially, meant and they've meant a time for togetherness, a time for joyfulness, togetherness, family, friends. But how is it looking this year? It's gonna be pretty interesting, pretty hard. We'll see how 2020 ends up. And the biggest thing that worries me is come New Year's. What's going on in New York City? Are they going to have an event? Are they going to do something virtual, still have the ball drop? And, is there still going to be crowds of people? How are you going to social distance that? How are you going to keep those people from, not partaking in the, New Year's festivities? Same thing. I live in Houston, so, there's always stuff that goes on in Houston. So what would you want to go to those things, knowing what could possibly be the outcome? Tiffany just popping in from a long day. Holidays will be weird this year, but gonna make the best of them. What's going on, Tiffany? It's definitely gonna be interesting to see what the end of the year looks like. But definitely looking forward to 2021. I know 2021 is going to be a year of growth. It's going to be a year of vision, because we had a lot of time to think about what was going on this year in 2020. But yes, it's definitely, if you have goals, if you have things that you put into place this year, 2020, and you maybe weren't able to get to them 2020, through that wrench in your path to greatness, just know that 2021 is going to, open up a bigger path, and it's going to give you, much more success, in, to come towards your way. Tiffany said, just the hubby, me, and the two fur children for Thanksgiving and Christmas. New Year's Eve will be the same. Nice. Are y'all gonna do any fireworks? And that's one of the biggest things on New Year's, especially like living in Houston. Getting fireworks and letting the kids, stay up and bring in the new year with some fireworks, and then, it's gonna be different. Watching the ball drop, being on that we used to live on the East Coast, and now we're Central. So when it's 12 o'clock, it's only 11 o'clock in Texas. So we still got to wait a whole nother hour while you guys are already in the new year. We're waiting, not to mention what happens over on the West Coast. But no, I just wanted to come by and chat with everybody and see what's going on, see how we could be of value to you this holiday season. Especially come closer to Christmas. I know Thanksgiving, like I said, is Thursday. What are you guys cooking? What's your favorite dish that you will be cooking this year? Is it a tradition that you stick with? Are you switching it up this year because 2020 has given us, so much crazy stuff that you're just like, I don't want to do anything traditional this year? I know, my wife is doing some stuff that's different, in regards to the traditional Thanksgiving dinner. I usually do the bird. I usually do the turkey. Get up early, get it all nice and buttered up, and the kids are looking at me and like, ew, what's going on? What are you doing? And, I'm pulling everything out, the turkey necks and the gizzards and stuff. But this year we're just doing some turkey breasts. So I definitely get to relax. Obviously I'm going to be helping the wife out in the kitchen and putting pies in and taking pies out and, getting all the fixings ready. But it definitely is going to be something different. Tiffany said a couple of years ago, we went downtown for New Year's Eve for a low-key event. The year we moved, but that won't be happening this year. Last year we stayed home anyway and barely made it up to watch the ball drop. Hey, I totally get it. There's times, and there's been a couple of years where it's 10 o'clock. We know the ball's going to drop. We're going into a new year. Let's just lay it down. But then also been times where me and the wife would stay up and have a couple of cocktails, a couple of drinks, and, bring in the new year. And the biggest thing with bringing in the new year is bringing in the new year with your family, immediate family, and the people that you want to be around that are going to, uplift you, the people that are supporting you. You try to call them and say, Happy New Year. Wish everybody a Happy New Year. Shane, my man, what's going on, Shane? Good to see you, brother. That's one of those big things and it's a big push to have some family and friends around, especially bringing in the new year after we've had such a crappy year. And I say crappy with the pandemic and, some of the other stuff that went on in the world. But 2020 really has been a roller coaster. Some good, some bad. But more so good because it helped me personally make some great connections and network with some great people, to where I'm able to bring, this to you. My wife said, yes, crappy. We've had 2 cruises canceled. Yes, that was definitely one of the things that we were looking forward to because we were going to do that for Christmas. That was one of those big things where you plan ahead and you hope that we're able to get it. And it was just crap. Shane Oliver said, just hanging out, going to smoke the turkey tomorrow. Nice. What's up, Tiff, Jesus, Nathan, Josh, Shane? What up, brother? Yeah, it's definitely one of those, one of those things that it being such a crappy year with everything that went on, we kind of have to find that silver lining. We have to find that, what went right? What triumphs and successes do you have in 2020? Hey, Heather, I told Pedro, shout out to Heather and her super momming. LOL. So yeah, I mean, the biggest thing and the biggest takeaway from 2020 that I have is being able to connect with so many great people, to be able to uplift so many great people. Tiffany said, I heard about the cutout pies. She needs one. So it definitely brought a lot of togetherness. It broadened so many people's vision on how to do this right here, the interaction, the actual being able to come to you live day in and day out, and across all the platforms and touching so many people, as well as being on the radio and going across the world and, talking to people in Australia and the UK and, other places, but then being able to turn all of this into actual podcasts and have good conversations, on the podcast for later. And one of the biggest things is legacy. All right. I was actually watching some of the XXO 24-hour live stream that they had going on. Gabriel, they all, and Miss Chantel and a couple other people that were on. And one of the biggest things was legacy. What legacy are you leaving behind? When you do this type of stuff, when you do live stream, when you do interviews, any kind of content that you're putting out there, what legacy are you going to leave behind? Shane says, feels like I keep getting older and holidays mean less and less, except for the kids, of course. 2020 has been an absolute mess. But in January, I had no idea I would have made the connections I have as of now. I agree. 2020 has me all the way tired. Yes, it has a lot of us tired. It definitely is. LOL, Josh. That will absolutely be this year. I mostly these holidays want to remember what I'm grateful for, eat good food, relax with the time off, and decompress. Yes. And she said, Shane, you had that little baby too. You can't get old on us. And here on Connection Squad, you guys are amazing. Yeah, definitely. And again, you built, a tribe and a squad of people that you interact with on a day, on a daily basis, people that that bounce ideas off of or are able to, ask for guidance in certain areas depending on what the conversation is. And you start building those relationships. And then not only that, their network now becomes your network, and you transfer networks. Tiffany being in the HR space, and then me being in the safety space. There's so many lines that intertwine in those two professions alone. But then looking at the business standpoint of it, that we have to interact. Companies all over the place, we have to interact. HR is one of those key roles that you get to talk to everybody, just like safety. And then you get the best of both worlds because you get to talk to the C-suite as well as the employees. Same thing on the safety side. Being in construction, you don't talk to C-suite as much, but there is that line to where you're able to, have that upward conversation if needed. Shane said, LOL, Tiff. Try having a kid at 40. Oh, man. Whew. See, and then, I have, and you guys know this, I have 4 daughters. My oldest is 15. My youngest is 9. So I'm done. That's it. I am done. But if you have a child at 40, it makes it a little more challenging. But then just imagine that, okay, you've lived a long life and you have a lot of wisdom that you're able to pass down to your child. That's how I would see it. All right. Granted, if you're, Tiffany said, listen, I'm 44, but we have no kids. You're going to be all right, though. Oops, miss making rounds through the office. So you missed that, Tiffany? Making rounds through the office and actually interacting instead of it being all virtual. And that's one of the things that, people had to learn to do this year is work from home with kids and dogs and, your spouses and significant others in the other room, and, being able to do what you have to do. They have to do their schooling and then, mix and match and figure that out. Jesus said, no more kids for us. Those kids wrecked my body. I used to be in shape. Hey, it's okay. Dad bods are in, bro. I'm going to tell you, dad bods are in. Definitely. Reggie, what's going on? Said Tiffany. Yo. Thought about it though. You're an awesome person and dad, both of you. It's definitely one of those things. It's great. I like being a father. I've tried to be the best dad that I can be. I owe a lot of the successes and stuff that have come over this year and in previous years to my wife. I owe I owe her a big applause, shout out, hug, kiss, because without her, I would not be where I am today. She is my rock. She is my, smacks the hell out of me from time to time when she needs to smack some sense into me and get me back grounded. But without her, don't know where I would be. LOL, Jesus, pre-kids, dad bod. How does that work? Where's my check? She said, yo, Rezi, where's my check? Rebates. Hey, we can start that hashtag DadBod Squad. I'm down. We really got to see humanity's true colors this year, too. This COVID virus took a lot away from us as a people. I agree. You promised us the kids someday on the pod. Don't forget, LOL, Heather's on so she can keep you accountable. Yes, that is true. And I might end up, doing a live stream over the holiday weekend. Get them on here and have them give y'all a little bit of them. I know my youngest would be all for it. Maybe my middle one, but the second youngest and the oldest probably would not get on the camera. But yeah, definitely. I would definitely love to have the kids on here. And, I even thought about doing an episode with them on how, and just to get their perspective from a teenager to, a young adolescent, how this pandemic and all this new stuff has affected them. Jesus said, yes, amen to the wives out there. Josh, that hashtag, I love it. I can tell by the way you talk about her that she is amazing. Thanks, Steph. Amen, Brother Shane. Say yes. Jesus, wifeys. Thanks for the acknowledgement. Or did you just mean Pedro's wife, LOL? Hey, guys, I just popped in to say hi for a second. Speaking of wives, mine is calling. Hey, we get it. Appreciate you stopping by, Shane. It's always a pleasure seeing you, brother. Thank you. So, again, one of the biggest things with doing this fireside chat and coming to you every Tuesday, one, consistency, right? I know there was 1 week where I didn't do it. Duty called at work. Crap happens. But I made it up to you the next week. And, we like to stream at least twice a week, if not 3 times a week. Just to bring you value. We definitely like this here, the interaction in the fireside chat where we get to talk about anything and everything. So if you have some topics that you want actually discussed on this fireside chat, please let me know in the comments. Shoot me a DM. We'll definitely talk about it. Some of the early fireside chats were actually your guys' topics that you wanted to talk about. And then what I like to do in the latter half of the week is actually have guests on the show, get, some of our themed live streams, professional development, career path selection, that type of stuff. Tiffany said, I'm taking a professional development program on consistency 2021. We're firming up. Yep, I agree. My bro, love you, brother. What's going on, Emmanuel? So bring up Emmanuel and plug in him. Shout out to him. If you are in the Houston area and surrounding areas and looking for a title company for your next home purchase, he's working over at White Star Title. Go hit him up. Find him on Facebook. He's also on LinkedIn. So shout out, brother. Greatly appreciate you. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. Try to enjoy your family if you can. Big love to the brothers on the road. Amen. Thank you, Shane. Same to you. Hopefully you enjoy the festivities with the family. I hope to see you in Houston sometime whenever you come back down. Just let me know. We'll get together. But yeah, definitely. Tiffany. Oh my God, he looks just like you. Shout out to you, man. You too, Shane. Don't let the baby wear you out. Much love. So we got about 45 seconds over on the radio station before they go to the next show. So I greatly appreciate those that were tuning into the radio station. Again, sorry we cut it short, but I greatly appreciate you. I hope everybody has a great holiday. For my friends, across the pond, if you are celebrating and your holidays start up, please be safe out there and know that we are also thinking about you here in the States. So remember, what is your X factor? Till next time. Nice. So I got that out of the way. Got them done over on the radio station because I only get an hour because we got other people that do the radio station. But no, it's going to be good. It's going to be a great holiday season. Again, it's going to be tight-knit group. Whoever's in your immediate circle that you've been around for, more than 7 days. Obviously, our spouses, significant others, kids, close family members that haven't been out to the clubs and actually doing what they need to do, social distancing and keeping their mask on. That's another thing. Are you guys going to come? If you do happen to see family, are y'all going to have your masks? You can be masked up, or you're going to relax a little bit when it comes to that. Tiffany said, and relax, you work hard. Tiffany, oh no, she has me wrapped. Good night. Good night, Shane. So it's definitely one of those, it's going to be interesting. And I would love to hear the stories afterwards. That might even be something that we can come talk about, in the happy hour next Thursday. So it's definitely going to be good to decompress and hear the stories, both good and bad. Again, it's you learn from the bad. You cherish the good, and you're able to to make memories, and that's one of those things that will be happening this holiday season, making the memories. I even told my wife, and we were talking about it, that I need to go back and conquer the Frio River. And she asked me why. And I said, because it almost beat me. It didn't beat me completely. She says that it almost killed all of us. And that was the weekend that I ended up having my heart attack. And, the kids didn't have that much fun while we were trying to not die. But it was definitely an experience. So I want to go back to the Frio River and do that river kayaking trip again to show that river who's boss. Tiffany, bahaha, Shane. Bring her on a future something too. Would love to meet her. Definitely. And the happy hours and those are family appropriate. You can bring your significant other, bring the people that support you on. I highly encourage it. Whoa, that's scary and deep. It is. It's a little bit, but it's one of those, personal things that I know I have to do in order to be okay and get that closure. To know that it didn't beat me. And it didn't. I'm here. I just want to make sure that I'm able to do it again and not have a heart attack this time. LinkedIn user, what up, brother? I think that's Tony, or I don't know. I think Tony just says LinkedIn user. Let me know who you are. Hey, Suze, we should meet up at the Frio River once all this is over. Squad reunion. Hey. Yep, sure enough. Tony. What's going on, Tony? How'd your interview over there with Miss Siobhan Colleen go? I tuned into that a little bit and had some good conversation going over there. Closure is so important. Good for you for revisiting. It can be hard to open up old wounds. You got this, and the wifey behind you. Yes, I do. Now, the wife says that she doesn't want to go back to the Frio River, that she wants to try a new river maybe. But I know that I need to go ahead and do the Frio, especially that stretch that we did, just to say I did it without going into cardiac arrest. Tony, we're going to show you how to fix those settings, man. LOL, I had that issue before. Yeah, actually, Tiffany had put everybody on game when that for the LinkedIn user, and it's the settings on the back end that you actually have to allow for people to, to see your messages. You got your own free 99 squad over there, Pedro. I love it. Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those things that it's going to be good. Don't know when we're going to get it done, but I know definitely that we are going to try to do it come next year, maybe. So, but I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. I just wanted to come by and chat with you guys for a little bit, get a fireside chat in before the holidays. It is Tuesday. Thanksgiving is Thursday. People will be shopping. Pedro was the only one who knew LinkedIn user. Now I'm cracking up tears. It's just the way some people, I know who puts, exclamation points behind what they say, how some people, say certain things. So it's just seeing people in the chat. You got to get to know people in the chat. So no, it's good. It's definitely good, and I greatly appreciate all of you for tuning in this fireside chat, giving us a little bit of you and what's going on in your guys' life. And like I said, I hope everybody enjoys their holiday season. Have a great Thanksgiving. Don't go into a food coma. I know there's a lot of melatonin that goes into turkey. That's why after you eat, you just want to pass out. But just go ahead and have fun, make some memories. Enjoy the togetherness that you are able to have. With your tight knit circle. Build that bond with your children. Build your bond with your significant other, your spouse. If you do happen to see family, again, build that bond, build those memories. I really, really hope that those memories, last forever. But again, 2020, 2021 needs to come on so that way we can grow. We can get past all this craziness. Look forward to growth in 2021. Tiffany said, peace and shout out to the lady Marcella of the house holding it down. Have a great Thanksgiving, y'all. Josh said, thanks for keeping it real, Pedro. I hope everyone has a great holiday. Dad Bod Squad. Appreciate it, Josh. Thank you for tuning in, brother. So, again, y'all know where to find me at. Again, think about some topics you might want to come, talk about. If you want to be on the show, come on. I'm always up to have guests. So please let me know how your Thanksgiving goes. Shoot me a message and let me know how that is. We'd like to hear some of your stories. I'll get down here and tell you some of mine. So Jesus said, I'll be wearing my wife's maternity pants, stuffing myself into turkey coma. No, it's definitely great. So have a great holiday, from our family over here at the X Factor. Safety to yours. Be safe out there. We wish you happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. And until next time, remember, don't forget that one question. What is your X Factor? Till next time, we'll see you later.